Hey, do you ever wondered what makes you you? So it all boils down to tiny molecules called DNA, deoxyribonucleic acids. So in this lecture, I will discuss about the DNA and genes, which are the fundamental building blocks of all living organisms. So let's start our topic by understanding what is DNA. So DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acids. It's a molecule that carries genetic instructions. So here you can see that how the DNA looks. So DNA looks like a twisted ladder known as a double helix. So this is a sugar phosphate backbone, which is the sides of ladder, then the nitrogenous bases. So these rungs of a ladder consisting of adenine, guanine, cytosine and thymine. So here the A, that is the adenine, is always pairs with the thymine, and the C, that is the cytosine, always pairs with the guanine. So that's the rule. Then the next question is that what are the genes? So genes are the segment of DNA that contain instruction for building proteins which perform most of the function in our bodies. So each gene provides the code for making a specific protein. For example, a gene might code for eye color or blood type. Then where the genes are located? So they are located on the chromosomes, which are long DNA molecules packaged in a nucleus of each cell. So now let's discuss about the central dogma of molecular biology, which is the DNA is transcribed into RNA, which is then translated into proteins. So the process of conversion of DNA into RNA is known as transcription, and the opposite has reverse transcription. Then the RNA into proteins, the process is known as translation, and the reverse of this means protein to RNA is not possible. That is, the reverse translation is not possible. So here let's see what is a gene. So genes are segments of DNA. Here you can see this is the chromosome and this is the DNA. So this gene is what? A segment of DNA. Okay, and each gene contains information about a certain trait. So here this gene code is for the eye color in humans. So genes are transcribed and translated by the cell to make proteins. Then proteins create a visible phenotype. So here one gene might code for eye color. So in the example I have given a gene which codes for the eye color in human. So the gene used by the cells to make proteins which create green pigment in our eyes. So this is the part of a gene which create the green pigment in our eyes. So now let's see about the chromosome. So here we have elaborated the diagram of a chromosome. So chromosome is made up of tightly packaged chromatin structure. The chromatin structure is made up of many nucleosomes. Nucleosomes is made of DNA which is wrapped around a histone molecule, that is histone protein. Then uh, let's see the DNA. So here it is a DNA. So DNA have a structure of a helix which is coiled around these histone molecules. So here we have taken the DNA strands. So here you can see the nitrogenous bases are arranged so that the adenine is just opposite to thymine. Then here guanine is just opposite to cytosines. Means we also call them as complementary base pairs. Okay. So here see that it is a flower color gene which is located just here on a chromosome. Then see in a magnifying view that this sequence is this, and this sequence code for protein that helps make pigments. So this protein makes a purple flower color. So up to this that the DNA is transcribed into RNA. The process is known as transcription. Then RNA to protein, the process known as translation. And um, the product of translation, which is a protein, makes the purple flower color. So these DNA and genes are passed from parents to the offspring, determining inherited traits. And in a such way that the variation in DNA led to the differences among individuals, contributing to the diversity in traits and health. Now let's see that how DNA and genes work together. So this is the DNA strand which is transcribed into mRNA. Then mRNA is translated into the proteins. So the process of transcription takes place in the nucleus, and the mRNA translation to proteins is take place in the ribosomes. Then a protein which is made up of several amino acids is formed. Now let's see why are the DNA and genes important. So firstly, the hereditary information, that the DNA and genes are passed from the parents to the offspring, determining inherited traits. So here you can see here are the parents. So from the parents, genes are transferred into the offspring. So here you can see these are the offspring. They all receive the genes from their both the parents. Then the genetic variation. Variation in the DNA lead to the differences among the individuals, contributing to diversity in traits and health. So DNA and genes are important because if parent have some diseases, then we can predict that um, in the offspring that what is the frequency of the disease to occur. So that's all about the DNA and genes. Hope you have enjoyed the lecture. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to subscribe the channel and like the video if you have enjoyed. Thank you.